Greetings, my little lovelies. I hope I find you all well again and feeling tickety-boo. Now, the school holidays are over. Look at my face. It's beaming, glowing, and it means I can get on without anybody banging or crashing or trying to break into the studio as I film. Now, today in the UK, it's autumn, and it certainly feels a lot more chilly. Talking of chills, what a great link. I've got a ghosty film for you about a churchyard, a graveyard in America. So, let's get on. The Sacramento Old City Cemetery is the quintessential spooky cemetery, complete with beautiful Victorian tombstones, lush manicured lawns, and a perfectly silent environment. It definitely looks the part of a cemetery you don't want to visit at night, and it has all the stories to go along with it. Whether you believe in hauntings or not, one thing is for sure: this place has quite the history. Originally established in 1849 when John A. Sutter Jr. donated 10 acres to the city, it became the final resting place for over 25,000 people. Soon after its establishment, the cemetery was put into significant use. Up to 1,000 people died in the cholera epidemic of 1860, and a mass grave of 600 victims was created in the cemetery. The rest of the victims were buried in a nearby cemetery, but were later transferred to the city cemetery due to flooding. Along with its long history, the cemetery is known to be one of the most haunted spots in the city. Numerous ghost stories are associated with the old city cemetery and feature unexplainable experiences ranging from a mere feeling of being watched to full-on apparitions. There are even a handful of manifestations that are most commonly seen in the cemetery. One of the most popular is of a former engineer hero named William Brown. It is believed that he died while saving hundreds of lives in a train accident, and he is commonly seen standing by his grave in a black suit. Another common entity is May Wolseley, a 12-year-old girl who died in 1879 from inflammation. She is often seen playing around the cemetery or walking to and from her former home. There's apparently even a spirit of a pit bull dog that likes to roam the cemetery. He's known to follow visitors as they wander through the cemetery before disappearing in front of their eyes. There are definitely a lot of stories surrounding the haunted nature of this historic cemetery, but nothing is as convincing as visiting for yourself. Walk through one of the oldest cemeteries in NorCal and see what you can find. Welcome back, my little lovelies. I hope you enjoyed that. I find things like that quite fascinating, and it reminds me I've got a friend who is likes to go around churches and graveyards, just reading the inscriptions on the headstones and tombstones. He calls himself a grave walker. Anyway, I'm waffling. So, right, that's it from me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, take care, my little lovelies. Ta-ta! Ta-ta!